Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Is your boy Silos once again with another one of these YouTube videos. What is up, guys? I hope you guys are doing real good today. I have some great but suspicious news. Great but suspicious news. Suspicious news to me because it has me wondering what the hell to do. What my next move is gonna be. But anyways, before anything, look at that beauty on Bitcoin, $110.29. We're going up and away to 64,000, baby, and that's fine to me because that's crazy. $110 is it's something. And I know that I haven't invested $105 up to this point because the first time that I ever invested $35 on both of the accounts, on the stocks and the Bitcoin, I've invested the same money so far. The only reason why Bitcoin is a little behind is because I did a trade on my first trades that I was doing on my first days, and I lost the money. I already explained this before, why it happened, but it don't really matter because we're bound to lose much more money than that. I'm talking about the gains right now, and there's probably gonna come a period where we're losing money. The thing is, I'm trying to avoid that, as much as I can, because if you guys are going to get into this because of what I'm doing, then I want to show you guys that there's a possible way where you could lose little money or, not lose money at all. I didn't come prepared at all into trading or, investing, whatever you want to call it. But I did watch a lot of videos, throughout the years. I'm talking about the first time that I even tried doing this, probably back in 2021. It was the first time ever. I even did a YouTube channel because I was supposed to going to do the same thing that I'm doing now. I just didn't keep it going, right? I didn't keep going the investing part, but I was watching the videos regardless. I was still feeding myself with information. I remember a lot of stocks that are really huge right now, I could have got in back then if I would have paid attention and actually done it, right? So now I'm in this situation again with certain companies. Well, not certain companies. There's only one company that really has me thinking, and it's NVIDIA, guys. NVIDIA has grown crazy today. We went from $116, to $121 today, which is fine. It's not a whoa mega boom. It's been there already. Been there, done that. No, yeah, I understand that, but what it's telling me is that we can stabilize, because it wasn't just. I want to believe it's not just gonna come up and go down tomorrow. I don't know though. I don't know how many days it's gonna last up there. But if it doesn't go anywhere, let's say it doesn't start going down, because I have a margin where I could lose 46 cents and I'm good, take out $5, possibly keep $3.50, and that's fine. I'll put that in the little savings, whatever, because I want to keep track of how much money I've actually won by trading, right? I want to make sure that I know how much money I'm making. So I'm not going to just put it right back into trading or investing like a lot of people do. I'm going to actually save that money on the side and see how much money I've actually taken out during the whole year. In this case, next year, in this time around, all that money, because obviously I'm still going to put in money from my check, so I don't need to use my money from my savings. Now, if it gets crazy, if it gets to, 500 or whatever, a big amount of money that I've already taken out, then yeah, I might just, at that point, talk about what I'm going to invest in and what I'm going to actually take as a profit, at that point. But for now, I think that if the gains are going to be less than $100 or $300 and throughout the whole year, that may be possible, and that's fine. It just depends how fast I experience and learn and, actually get to. I would love to make $1 million by next year. I would love that, but I'm being honest here. I'm being quite honest with you guys. That's possibly not going to happen. Most likely, it's not going to happen. There's like a 95% chance for that to happen. So it's not going to happen. Let's be honest. But what we can make is probably $500 by next year, or $200-$300 that we've taken out. That's not talking about the whole, the whole stock market that I've invested in as a whole, because as a whole, I still might be up in a percentage, even if I take out my trading stocks, which is only going to be like 2 of them, the other ones are always going to be long term. So that's not even counting how much money I may be up on my stock itself. As a whole, I'm still going to have gains, that I could play with. Either I could put back into there if I wanted to, or I could just put into my personal savings, because I have personal savings on the side that are much bigger than the savings that I'm doing for stocks. Let's say it's like, I want to say it's like 2 times what I invest. You know, if I invest $70, then I'm probably putting in the bank 140. You know, I try for it to be at least $140 into the bank for my, you know, my personal savings. You know, it could be for whatever it might be, you know, my personal savings. I try to keep $140 every week there if I can. It depends on the bills and depends on the week. Sometimes I could even do double the 140. It just depends, you know, what I'm wasting that week. But on my now for the past 3 weeks, right? I'm not talking about the whole time, but for the past 3 weeks, I've been investing $70 because I feel like that's a good number to invest, you know, for me in my check, you know. So I split it into both the stocks and Bitcoin, and that way I have 2 funding investments that I could actually just be putting my money in there, you know, and then just watch it grow. Now, what I really want to talk about in this video, NVIDIA has been booming, right? So if it stabilizes at $120, $121 for the next, I'm getting too hyped up too early, I understand that, but it's a topic that I want to talk about because NVIDIA has stabilized at $116, if we're being honest. Well, more than that, I think it's $119, $119. It has stabilized there, right? For the past few months, it has just been there. And we could just track right here. 116. I'm just looking at 116, $120, right? Because that's the lowest. Yeah, but it's been going down at some times, but then again, it just booms back to that, right? And right now, for the past, okay, maybe I'm being too fast on it, probably, from what I'm looking at, because it hasn't been that much. It's, you know, not even probably like 2 weeks that it's been at that price. I bought it, or yeah, it's been 2 weeks because I bought it the last time that it was low. I bought it. So yeah, it still makes me wonder though if they're gonna come back to where they used to be in 2018, you know, which I wouldn't want to miss that at all, you know, because it's looking just like that. To be honest, it's looking just like that. It's making me feel like we can make that happen again. Not me, right? But them, whoever is doing this, right? I for real hope that this is what is actually happening. But if it is what's actually happening, it's making me think about me selling my stock or not, because I don't want to be buying an more expensive stock the whole time. I already have $40 right now that I bought $106. I understand that if I buy again right now, I'm gonna have to, you know, it's gonna be bad, right? Because I'm gonna be $120, but at least I have $40 in there that was at 106. So it's not great, but if I keep investing right now, I might be able to buy a whole share yet still, you know. And if it goes up to $200, being $120, then that is amazing. That's something that I would love, you know. So it has me thinking if I should get out or I should stay in and, you know, just look for another, like, keep this as a long-term NVIDIA, wait for a real big boom if that's what's going to happen, or not, you know. But I mean, at the end of the day, what's going to tell me that or not is how low will they go from where they at now. Now, if we really take a look, all I would have to do is watch for this right here. You know, if I see this one more time, and let's say we're at 121, if I see that it goes back to $19.50, $18, boom, I'm selling. And I'm probably selling before that. It does depends when it hits my $5 margin, or when I feel like, you know what, this just keeps dipping and dipping and dipping, it's just going crazy down, then I'm out, you know. That's how I would just treat it right now. And then probably just get right back on once it hits a real low point. It doesn't have to be 106 anymore, but whatever the case might be. And if I'm able to put money for that, I'll possibly just buy a whole stock. I mean, I would only be missing a little bit more over than half to be able to buy a whole stock if it stays like 117. So basically the plan for NVIDIA right now for me is waiting to see if it drops heavily. Heavily would mean heavily, basically, like that I lose my 46 cents that I have right now, because $5 is my limit right now. I would get out, basically. I'm waiting for that right now, and just because I already been through this loop once where it went to $120, but if it starts going down again, then I could just get back on, you know, once it gets low. So I'll probably do that and take my gains, you know, if it keeps doing that. I just hope that by tomorrow it doesn't just crash out of nowhere, because right now we're good at 121. Let me see how long did the other one last. the last time that it was at 120. So I mean, we're talking about sometimes it lasts hours. Sometimes it would last just hours. As you can see right here, it just went down all the way to 115. But I mean, that's not a bump that you really wanted. But let's say right here, if whoever didn't sell on the 29th, it just kept going down. You know, down, 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 down. By September 3rd, it was already down. So you just got to be careful with that. I mean, if I would have been in this situation and it was all the way up in $130, let's say it was $130, I just would have waited to 125 and I would have got out. Like right here, I would have been gone. Bye. And then, you know, just would have waited all this shit, waited all of this. Just, you know, you could just tell that a company keeps going down and keeps going down, right? Because when it keeps going up, like over here, that's when I was buying, because I just kept seeing it, right? I was like, no, this is gonna go up. This is gonna go up. And then here I have tried to sell. But then I bought again. I was like, you know what? Fuck that. We're going back in because I mean, it was stupid. I knew that it was gonna keep growing, and it grew up all the way to here, right? So it's kind of like right now we're here, but as you can see, it usually goes up and then it goes down. So I don't know. We was at 121. Now it's claiming to be 187, 120 with 87. I don't know. Should I trust it? Should I not? Should I just sell right now? I don't know. That's where I'm stuck right now. That's the $1 million question. But I don't know. It just depends how bad is gonna dump tomorrow. If it's gonna dump hugely to where I lose 46 cents, then I'm gone. But we'll see tomorrow, guys. That's the question of the day. That's the stock that I wanted to talk about today because it just made a mega boom. As you can tell, it went from $116 today, $115 it was at some point, and it boomed all the way to $120. So that was the main topic that I wanted to touch base today. Thank you guys for following. Thank you guys for my 5 subscribers. I'm never going to get tired even when I hit 10, whatever the case may be, because you guys are my inspiration right now, because I'm showing, you know, my journey to you guys. And well, if you actually appreciate it and actually give me some likes and actually subscribe and all that, comment, whatever the case may be, that actually makes me proud and makes me happy, because it actually tells me that I'm doing something, at least for somebody. Well, anyways, guys, thanks you for stopping by and watching my video, and you guys have a very nice rest of your day.